What did your child do that you weren't allowed to be proud of? When my daughter Autumn started 6th grade, her school implemented this insane policy where students couldn't use the bathroom during class without a doctor's note. The principal, Mr. Walsh, claimed too many kids were using bathroom breaks to skip class and vape. I work as a pediatric nurse, so I knew holding it for hours could cause UTIs and other health issues. I tried explaining this to Mr. Walsh, but he just smiled condescendingly and said, "Perhaps you should encourage your daughter to use the facilities during designated break times." The problem was, Autumn's break was only 15 minutes long. Between walking to her locker, grabbing books for next period, and fighting through crowded hallways, she barely had time to eat her lunch, let alone use the bathroom. One day, she came home crying because a teacher had refused to let her go during an important math test. She'd been so desperate that she actually wet herself a little. The other kids noticed and started calling her Piddle Pants. I was livid. I marched into the school the next morning demanding to speak with Mr. Walsh. His secretary said he was in meetings all day. I tried scheduling an appointment, but somehow he was booked solid for the next 3 weeks. That night, while helping Autumn with homework, I noticed something interesting in her student handbook. Under medical accommodations, it stated that any doctor's note must be honored without question to avoid liability issues. A light bulb went off. I worked with dozens of doctors who'd be happy to help, but then I remembered the hospital had strict policies about writing notes for family members. I could lose my job. So instead, I taught Autumn about the symptoms of overactive bladder, how to describe the urgency, the frequency, the discomfort. Then I helped her research local pediatricians until she found Dr. Rodriguez, who had excellent reviews for really listening to young patients. The next week, Autumn went to see Dr. Rodriguez by herself. She came out 30 minutes later with a note stating she had documented urinary urgency requiring unrestricted bathroom access. Mr. Walsh's face turned purple when she handed him the note. He knew he was trapped by his own policy. "This seems unusually convenient," he said, studying the letterhead. "Would you like to call Dr. Rodriguez to verify?" Autumn asked innocently. "I signed a release form so she can discuss my private medical issues with you." He didn't call, but word spread fast. Soon other students started seeing Dr. Rodriguez too. By Christmas break, over 40 kids had legitimate medical notes requiring bathroom access. Mr. Walsh tried updating the policy to require severe medical conditions only, but the school board shut that down fast. One member was a lawyer who pointed out the liability nightmare of forcing kids to prove their conditions were severe enough. Mr. Walsh was forced to end the policy completely, but he never forgot about Autumn. He started nitpicking everything she did: her skirt length, her disruptive pencil sharpening, her aggressive hand raising. During a parent-teacher conference, he even suggested Autumn might have authority issues that could affect her college recommendations. I smiled sweetly and reminded him that discrimination against students with documented medical conditions was grounds for a civil rights complaint. He dropped it after that.